Ani, in the presence of Osiris, tells him he is without sin and wishes for Osiris to grant him access to the field of reeds, to become a favored Egyptian of Osiris. He is allowed access to joining Ra in his journey to bring dawn to the world. Many of the subsequent chapters are simple praises of the gods and spells, most of which have the cantor praying to be more like the gods. May you cause the excellent soul of Ani to draw near with you to the house of Osiris. May he hear as you hear. May he see as you see. May he stand as you stand. May he sit as you sit. Some of the spells were written on the sarcophagus as a means of protecting the dead should their tongue and voice not be retrieved upon entering the underworld. Egyptian priests would chisel the mouth out of the mummy in the hope that the dead would be able to use spells or prayers to invoke the gods. Also in the above praise, the deceased desires to be as close to Osiris as possible, for it was Osiris alone who could pass through the worlds that will, Duat, and the heavens. As Ani ventures further through the Duat, he comes upon a series of gatekeepers who block his path into the field of reeds, and unless he can describe each and give them names, he will not be able to pass. Luckily, he has this Book of the Dead. O mistress of darkness, lord of shouting, whose length and breadth cannot be known, whose nature had not been understood since our beginning, there are snakes in it whose number is not known, who were fashioned before the wary-hearted one. The name of its gatekeeper is United One. Without the secret knowledge of the names, these beings contained in the Book of the Dead, Ani would be stuck in the underworld, unable to pass through the 21 gates, each blocked by a mysterious figure. So much of this lives on in Christian Gnosticism and Coptic Christianity. In ancient Egypt, the phrase, "the God's words," refers to the belief that words are divine. A tactic employed by the dead quite often within the Book of the Dead was to tell the gatekeepers, "I know you, I know your name." This would often be enough of an attachment to them that they thus would be invoked and remove themselves from the passageway. Harmful things could be disarmed by altering the meanings of the name, often through altering the name's prefix. Many of the following chapters contain disparate mystical spells, such as spells for becoming a swallow, a falcon, a snake, a crocodile, a binu bird, a lotus, and finally a god. Becoming favored by Osiris granted everlasting life as an Ak, an enlightened spirit which lived in the field of reeds. Likely the hope was to become one of Osiris's many Kas. Ani and his wife Tutu eventually make it to the final gate of the underworld, the hidden area where Sokar Osiris resides. He is the syncretized form of Osiris and Sokar, and is the creator god of the Memphite people. Those who have ever existed, behold, they are in your presence, namely those gods and men, you having made their seats preeminent in the god's domain, so that assembled together they might make supplication to your Ka. Those who come in millions and millions, reaching and mooring with you. And they who are in the womb, they too have their faces towards you, for tarrying forever in the beloved land of Egypt shall never happen. 'Cause they all come to you, the great as well as the small. May he allow a going forth and re-entry from God's domain, without hindrance at the gateway of the Duat, the Ka of Osiris, Ani. Ani and Tutu are not seen in the last section of the scroll, but Ani's tomb is. It is shown resting near the mountain of Thebes. Most certainly, Ani and Tutu have gained entryway into paradise. They have become Ak, favor souls of Osiris. They will live eternity peacefully in the field of reeds. The Book of the Dead, through its secret knowledge, has gained them access to otherworldly heaven. Thus, the utterances of emergence within daytime set them free from the underworld.